Hi, Tribe. Um, Today, Spirit wanted me to, he's been telling me, she, our divine life force, um, has been telling me that I needed to tell somewhat of my New Age twin flame story because I feel like there's a lot of divine feminines out there that feel like they might not be, which everybody's twin flame journey is their own journey and it's going to be different, but somewhat the same, so you know kind of what direction you're going. But with the New Age twin flame, and the reason I'm doing like this, where the ceiling fan is just showing, um, is because I didn't want any facial recognition to kind of take you away from what I'm trying to say. So if you want to put down your phone or whatever, and this can resonate with some, but not all. Um, but with my New Age twin flames and how it started, I didn't know my twin flame back in the day. We didn't meet back in the day. But, and I hate using this word, but it's the karmic partner. Um, Her mother was my childhood friend. We grew up together, which, I found out going back that there were some wounds there that needed to be healed with me and the karmic's mom from childhood things. But um, so that was one thing that the dynamic, with the New Age twin flame had changed. And there's some of y'all that have the same dynamic, but um, not always you're going to know your twin flame from a previous. But meeting my twin flame was of rare circumstances, which you're going to have rare, just kind of very authentic way of meeting. And to be quite real with you, I was dating another guy, and the guy kept pestering me about bringing in a third party. Um, and for arousals or whatever, but he didn't want a female, he wanted a male. Long story short, I catch my boyfriend using my picture for casual encounters, and um, he found this guy. I was, when I saw the picture of the guy, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But that's when I met my twin flame for the first time, is when he walked in the door. And that was the guy that I was supposed to be intimate with in front of my boyfriend. And I remember looking at him saying, what is this? Middle Eastern guy, um, wearing all white, kind of thuggish, very out of my character of any choice I would have picked. But we sat on the couch. I remember sitting on the couch and talking to this guy. And the feeling of comfort was came across me. Um, I remember when we did get intimate, my boyfriend at the time was in the room watching us. And I remember the actual breathtaking moment that our souls connected. I mean, ever kind of intertwined together, because he was on top of me and he whispered in my ear that everything was going to be okay. And normally, I wouldn't have kissed him, he wouldn't have kissed me, but it was like a life, giving life to me in a situation. And I remember the feeling of nothing else being around us. It was like nobody was even in the room. It was just me and him, and it was just like these feelings of just wonder and swirling of beautiful colors, and the it wasn't even about the sex. It was just about the wholeness of it all. It was the security. It was the, oh my God, feeling of breathtaking. It was just unbelievable. Um, you can't describe something of that magnitude. I don't think you could try, but anyways, my twin flame actually, after a couple more times meeting like that, exchanged numbers, and because I wanted to know him, I wanted to know who this guy was. I mean, I was drawn to this guy, and he was drawn to me, and we exchanged numbers, and I remember him encouraging me to get out of the situation I was in because it was such a bad relationship with my boyfriend. And my twin flame and I were not on a intimate level at that time. I say intimate level, we weren't dating or anything, but he was the power behind me to get out of a situation and move in with my sister. After that point, I was so drawn to this guy. It was kind of like a forceful drawn to him. We ended up um, moving in together, and it was the most fairy tale. I used to call him my prince. The Egyptian eyes, that he was my prince. It was my fairy tale story. I mean, he put me on a pedestal. He would come home and be like, um, where's my baby? And have to give me a kiss. Um, he bought me whatever I wanted. But I noticed, he was a bad boy, come to find out. He had been to prison quite a few times for things. But his heart, there was nothing that he could have done bad that I didn't see. That his heart was so pure, so good, there was something about him. I was so drawn to him. Um, and that's when I could start reading him, um, his actions, and knowing that something was not right. Which they're, all fairy tales. When a twin flame journey, there's going to be an upheaval and um, a tower moment, and the tower moment hit hard, and when it did, it was very, very, very unbelievable. With the first time, our separation, he was a drug dealer, and he went to prison, and I knew a couple times that he had been cheating, but it was always no, 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 no. Um, but I just wanted my fairy tale. I didn't want anything to end. Um, but when he went to prison and I got his cell phone, I found different, that he was still doing the Craigslist thing, being with couples. And, the night before he even went to prison, that I didn't even get to see him, he went and screwed another girl. But poor, um, point and tell is that when he went to prison and I had 8 months I didn't get to talk to him, that I had to sit on this and wonder why. So when I did get to speak to him, I was already so calmed down that, he wrote me letters. I would go see him for 3 hours. I'd go drive, and, loyalty to me is everything. And I was loyal to him. I stood by him. And, his promises, I'll never do it again, I'll never do it again, I'll never do it again. You find peace and love and forgiveness in prison. So he gets out of prison, which my guard is up, should be up, because he was promised me he was going to change. Change went for a little bit until it started again. I lost my sister when he was in prison, so that was kind of like my first tower moment, after him going to prison, that tower moment. So, when he gets out of prison, the feelings that I had, that I didn't get to heal. My sister is now gone. My best friend, my everything, or one of them, she was gone. I started going to see a psychic medium. And my sister started telling me that my twin flame was doing um, the same thing, and how I would catch him. And that's where the part comes in where I found out that he was sleeping with the 19-year-old childhood friend's daughter. So it reared its ugly head again, and I had to kick him out. But this has been, 2 years ago that he's still with this girl that I call the karmic. It crushed a lot of relationships, but it opened my eyes to a lot of relationships as well, and what I needed to heal from back then, and from my childhood things that the childhood friend had done that the daughter is now bringing up. So my twin flame and I actually have karmic with the same person. Um, and in our synastry chart, when I pulled it up, I explained this before, that um, in our synastry chart, the karmic, or the planet Chiron, the wounded healer, is Taurus, which the karmic is a Taurus. Her zodiac's a Taurus. And their synastry is, their Chiron is, wounded healer, is the lovers, which when I put it all together is um, his obsession with this girl, his infatuation with this girl on a level that there's no love. Um, and me and him have to get past her. That's our dynamic. That's how I figured it, is our dynamic is going to bring us back. Um, Case in point, here we go again, case in point. Um, there's been a lot. There's been a lot that I've had to heal from, um, that I'm still healing from. But Divine wanted me to give this message because of the fact I finally, he would never go away. He was always around. He was always coming around. We didn't have a full separation. He always came back up until I decided to let go, which a lot of twin flames, they tell you, you have to let go. You have to let go of him, her, whoever it is, because there is a bigger picture here. And I want to tell you, when I finally decided to let go of that whole situation, go and try to heal myself. I'm now a certified chakra dance teacher, attunement, enlightenment teacher. I teach how to dance with your chakras to clean out your chakras. My videos are now hitting, and I thank everybody for watching my videos. I now have put myself in the path I want to go, because I'm letting everything else behind. I now am designing my home that just happened to appear in my life, that was always here. But now, I'm getting to put my front doors in. I'm getting to put my windows in. I'm constructing my stability. My YouTube is constructing my career. My love is constructing him, knowing that I am better than what I'm getting. I don't need him. I want him. But cutting him off is going to tell him, you can't need her anymore. You have to want her. And that's what you have to do. He's got to want you, not need you anymore. And that's what I felt like my twin could not finally see his patterns if I was there helping him when he needed it. So I decided to cut it. I blocked him. I have left. I am now in a new home. I am building the bridge I need to build to spiritual enlightenment, to my spiritual journey. And I know he's going to come to me. I know this is my twin flame. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I wrote a book 7 months ago that I have not published, um, about our twin flame journey and how all of these things I read, not even knowing about a twin flame journey, or all the things I wrote, not knowing about this twin flame journey. But there's so much confusion about the twin flames, you know, and I try to tell people, yes, there are the original twin flames out there that have started their YouTube channel, have started their podcast, have started their different, whatever, to bring awareness, to healing. Some of the original, I say some of the originals, though, have gotten lost in just their way. It's not about just their way. That's their story, but they are supposed to be helping to guide the newbies, the new age twin flames like myself, that have gone through different dynamics, to know that right now, if you don't know, then I would say you're not in a twin flame. If you don't know. Now, that with all these retrogrades, it's giving you a little bit of a doubt here, but if you are doing the work, if you are healing yourself, if you're going within, if you're looking at all those children that you need to heal, if you're trying to change the pattern that you have been passed down to you, and you see are still, going, those are the things you really, really need to concentrate on. I will be doing more of teaching about the chakras and different zodiacs, what you really need to look to, because I think that's the break of me, is trying to teach y'all how to tap into that, because not everybody is going to be in union. I want everybody to understand that it's union in yourself first. You have to have union and acceptance for what is first. Then everything else will follow. You get that sense of calm, that sense of everything is going to be okay. But don't think that there's not going to be challenges, because God almighty, my day was horrible yesterday, trying to get my place together and trying to get my work done, which, even trying to read my cards yesterday, it was just a bad day. I thought, it's a bad day. And that's how you have to look at it. But right now, support other divine feminines and whatever they're feeling, because they need to be lifted. They need to know. And I think that's my message today, is you need to know. If you have that feeling down deep in your gut, that's your twin. Don't let your mind get in the way. Do the work. Go have union with yourself, because now I have union with myself. My doors are starting to open. I see it. So I know that my twin will follow. I am creating. I'm putting the stepping stones for us to be together, to create something that's going to be healing. That's the way the divine feminine needs to be thinking. You need to go in your direction of what your life purpose is, and that is to be a healer for others, to teach others. That way, when your divine masculine comes in, y'all do it together. You do something together. Create whatever y'all are supposed to do together. I guess that's my message. But with my story, I know there's going to be some similarities to it. And that's going to be your resignation that, okay, I'm not crazy, okay? So that's what the divine wants me to tell you, is that, no, you're not crazy. Some of y'all have went through what I have gone through with my story. So have confidence in yourself. Do the work. Know it's being done. Know these guys. I tell people, with your divine masculine, look at the lifestyle they had, and if they've been to prison or whatever, that's what they're having to clear out. The type of relationship that they had with their mom and with their dad, look at that dynamic. That's what they're having to clear out, their ancestral patterns. Look at your dynamics, what you're doing, what you've done in the past. That's what you need to clean out. They talk about the mirroring effect. do the mirroring exercises if you need to do the mirror exercise. It's a great exercise. Um, the chakra, twin flame, 1111, Cassie Kane. Do her exercises. Whatever it's got to take to know that you've got union coming, but you just need just something. This is your something. This is for whomever, you know, has the dynamics of me, has written a story about you and your twin flame, have a dynamic that it wasn't you met in your when you were young, that there was some other dynamic that made you look at your childhood, um, look at what type of lifestyle they had, um, um, how did y'all meet, what was the feeling at when you had that first chemistry? What was your story tell? Because mine was the prince and princess. He was my prince. I called him Prince. Because it was a fairy tale. It was that. I forget what Mel from Gold Ray says, but it's that that beautiful love at the beginning that you want again, but you lose it because that's not what you're supposed to focus on. It's supposed to be focused on why did you lose it? What did it open for you? And I think we've really tried to think, wrap our head around this twin flame and the new age twin, um, because we just need to know. But Age of Aquarius, you will know. Everybody will know. You will know the direction you're going to go in, and that's your twin. You are not going to have any question about it. I mean, age of knowing. I guess that's me. I'm an Aquarius with a lot of Scorpio and Sag, so I know. I know, and I know that's my twin. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know when the divine talks to me, and I have to give y'all a message, even though you're looking at a damn ceiling fan. But it's going to hit home with someone with different things. How some twins did not go into full separation. That son of a bitch kept coming around, kept coming around, kept coming around. But going back to the karmic, stirring up feelings in you for a reason. It's letting go. It's those things like that that you need to concentrate on. You must concentrate on. You must heal to have union. And know that everything's going to work out at the end. But you've got to create the life. You can't sit and wait. You have to create it. And I think that's what a lot of us divine feminines have done. We sat back thinking we could do the work and not create the life that we wanted. And you have to put it in motion. You have to orchestrate it. You have to know that the life that you want is right there in front of you. So start creating it. It's big. That's big. My name is Katina with Chakra Rhythm Dance and Rewiring and New Age Twin Flame. If you like this content, please subscribe below. I hope this helped with any divine feminine or masculine with a feminine energy to know the empowerment and know that she is on a twin flame journey. Oh, and the fact, bubble gut. Right now, bubble gut. They're telling me bubble gut. A lot of people are going to have bubble gut. Okay? That's just one thing. Twin flames, right now, bubble gut. I don't know why. Maybe because of the energy. But communication and things like that are so bad because we're in retrograde. But if you're seeing something, it's just an old trigger right now, to re-examine it, what you're feeling. If you've seen something on Facebook with your twin and the karmic, it's just a trigger for you to face it again, to try to heal it again. It's all that you see on Facebook is not all that's going on, okay? Because my story with my twin flame and my karmic, he sent me a message that, you reap what you sow. And come to find out, she's a drunk that beats his ass. So that's what I'm talking about. So a fairy tale on Facebook, but it's not fairy tale inside the home. So don't believe everything you see out there, divine feminine. That's another one that I think a lot of people are now seeing. You're seeing something on Facebook, you've seen a picture, you heard something that triggered you. No, it's a trigger. And not what all is being said or being seen is the truth. It's not, it's an illusion. So work with it, try to heal it. I will be sending more information, downloads as I get them. I hope every divine, feminine, masculine, whatever, that has the divine energy in them, stay strong. Um, you know, it's it's a hard time right now. So I'm sending my love and light as always.